Hello to all my fellow evil critters out there. This is a Black Lily, aka the Flower of Evil, aka the disgusting apostate. Ooh, I'm gonna get so much flack for this one. Let's see, what are we talking about? How about a recent bill that has gotten everybody up into an uproar? That I'm gonna get so much flack on this. What's funny? Okay, here's the thing. I'm very confused. How hard is it not to have a baby? How hard is it not to have intercourse when you're the ages of 13 through 20? How hard is it not to do it? I'm very confused by these younger women that are saying, "Oh, our bodies are being turned into incubators." It's called condoms. It's called abstinence. They're still doing it. They're still gonna make us have a baby. Then don't have a baby. Do not, do not do the things that lead up to baby. Do you understand? Apparently not. The R word, the I word. Unfortunately, I can't say it because of stupid YouTube. The R word and the I word. Ugh. Most of those cases are usually less than 1%. Here's why. Because usually those women don't have a way to get out. That's why it's usually 1%. The ones that are protesting out loud and proud, are you actually doing it for the women that are being beaten? Are you doing it for the young women in these cults that are being forced into marriages at an early age? Are you protesting? I'm gonna give you this one. You say, my body, my choice. I will give you scientific fact. It ain't your body. It's using you because in some one night stand, you decided to do the nasty. Now you have something that you have created, something that is not of you entirely, something that has a completely different DNA strand from you. It only has half of your DNA. The other part belongs to let me see, the father, who's, without his help, you would not have baby inside there. You would not have a cluster of cells that is constantly multiplying, constantly growing, constantly making these brand new cells, this brand new tissues, this brand new living organism with its blueprints inside its own genetic code. Everything is pre-programmed. Blue eyes, blue eyes, black eyes, brown eyes, silver eyes, blonde hair, black hair, I was about to say blue hair, blonde hair, jet black hair, brunette. Will they have certain diseases in their bones? Will they have certain anomalies that can only show up in your line or in the other parent's line? Everything is pre programmed inside of these DNA strands. And yet they're saying it's not actually there. It's nothing. Oh, it's just something to be thrown away. You're stupid. You cannot say my body, my choice when it is not entirely part of your body. It is simply growing there. If you decided to take the steps to prevent it, but whoops, something happened. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done the deed in the first place. Maybe you should not have agreed to do it in the first place. To any young woman who is afraid that their body's going to be turned into an incubator, if you do not have intercourse, you cannot have a baby. This is to the young girls again. If you do not have intercourse, you have no chance of having baby. Do we understand? And then the women that are saying, oh, they're going to end up in foster care, oh, they're going to end up unwanted. Let me tell you something about foster care. I went to school with kids who were in foster care. You want to know what happened to some of them? Yeah, true. Some of them were there because their parents didn't want them. Some of them were there because their parents were abusive. Some of them were there because both parents had died. Think about that. Some are actually there because both parents have died, but nobody else wants them. Now I gotta ask you something. The children that watch you on the news, that actually have no parents to take care of them, are living in these group homes. The children that watch you integrate on the news, you're saying that it's better for a baby not to live and than for it to be living in a life of suffering. Yet you're saying at the same time that's also saying that the children that are in these group homes should not have been born in the first place because they're there right now. Yes, you are actually saying these babies are going to end up in the foster care anyway. Some of them are in the foster care. You're basically saying it would have been better for them to die than be born at all. What kind of freaks of nature are you? What kind of excuse me, what kind of hateful, confused, extremely dumb, lacking cognitive thinking, lacking logical thinking? What kind of people are you exactly? Seriously, what kind of people are you? To say that if it's going to die either way, or if it's going to be unloved, it should be killed. Something that is pre-programmed. Everything about it is pre-programmed into those cells, into those DNA strands. But you're saying it should die either way. And don't you dare tell me it's not alive. You were in the same place. Every single mammal on the freaking Mother Earth started out life as the same way. The women who are protesting this started out life as the same way. But unfortunately, they've forgotten where they started. Saying that doctors will not perform life-saving surgeries if the mother is faced with danger due to the pregnancy. You're basically discrediting doctors. You're saying you're fear-mongering these women, saying that if they are faced with a dangerous situation, the doctors will not help them because, oh, it goes against their moral code. You're a bunch of dumb idiots. They already said, should mother or baby be faced in a dangerous situation, it is up to the mother to decide what to do. It's not, well, you're pregnant, but apparently neither you or the baby's going to live. But due to the laws, we're not going to do anything to help you. You're basically going to turn septic and get toxemia, and we're just going to let you die right there on the gurney. Are you people that dumb? Are you that dumb? I'm listening to all of this. I've never been pro-choice because I was taught that this is something that's going to grow into an adult. This is something that deserves to live. This is someone that deserves to live. This is not a something, this is a someone. But because it cannot speak, because it is helpless, you say it deserves to die. How dare you? I'm not bringing religion or anything into this. I'm bringing plain fact. The fear mongering needs to stop. The misinformation needs to stop. If you don't want a baby, abstain or use protection. Go to your doctor, ask, can I get an implant? Go to your doctor, go to your gynecologist, ask them, what can I do to prevent it, even though I am actively doing this? I am actively having intercourse. How do I keep from having a baby? Go to your gynecologist, ask them, how do I keep this from happening? If you get one of those idiotic gynecologists that says, well, you should have a baby in order to be happy. No, I say screw them, get them out of here, drop them off in the middle of the Pacific with nothing but a life raft and a flare gun. Anybody that says a woman needs to have a baby in order to be happy, screw you. Sink to the very bottom of the ocean, please. We don't want you around. Women have come a long way in this country. You can have a bank account. You can file for divorce from an abusive husband. You can have a job. You can be the CEO of a company. But you're saying this one thing that you should have brain enough to say, okay, I know what leads up to it. I'm not going to do it. You should have brain enough to say, I have the choice to not do what leads up to the baby. You have power enough to say, I'm not going to have a baby. You have power enough to say, I'm going to abstain. You have power enough to say, I can be strong and independent by myself. You have power enough to say, I don't need to have intercourse to be happy. Young girls, he's going to say, oh, if you do this for me, I'll love you. He's going to say, I love you. He's going to call you his queen. He's going to call you everything he can to get you into bed. That is what leads up to baby. Not a law. The physical act leads up to it. Open your brains, open your eyes, open your ears. Wake up, people!